them. About to make these bums mad again. Uh-oh. Back to them.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Rudolph. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st and 10, Darnold goes underneath for Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Now it's Crowder. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was... And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A hit turned it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To the air again, Darnold. Crabtree with it over the middle. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, Darnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
A first down throw, Darnold. Got it complete to Crabtree. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Leopard!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught by Crabtree. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Darnold on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a nice return sets him up pretty good. Here at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Rudolph on first down. He'll leave this for Ware. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss it.
And he's in. touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Faking the give. Darnold looking deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now it's Rudolph. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Play action. It's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Rudolph looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. On first down, it's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy sod. Plus, you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Flush to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Crabtree has it, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Pierre Garcon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. On the return, it's Washington. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gone!
They will throw it here with Rudolph. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week, and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
Rudolph. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down candidate for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Rudolph. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Avery Williamson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Crowder now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I sound him.